Christie stopped, her hands locked on the steering wheel like they had been for the past few hours. Though she felt so achy, a fatigue deeper than anything she had ever felt before, her eyes were open wide, her breathing fast. She kept staring at the gate ahead, linked to the 12-foot fence that cut off the northway from the rural mountainous Adirondacks it cut through. She thought, where is he? The goddamn guard. To let us in, open the goddamn... Mom? Kate, her voice quiet, hollow, because she didn't want to awaken her brother, or because that was the only voice she had now, could possibly ever have after the night they had been through, after everything that happened. Christie struggled to push that thought away, with all its images of the events of the past day. What had happened? What had been lost? What was now changed for them forever? Mom? What's wrong? Christie wanted to turn back to her, turn to her daughter and answer, but she didn't trust herself to do that, not to look into those eyes now, not when eventually there'd be so many questions and such terrible answers. Christie told herself, I can't look at her right now. Can't risk that I'll start crying again. Not for the first time this night, she ordered herself to hold it together, as if by merely thinking the words would have some effect. Kate, I don't know. There should be someone here. To let us in. Christie nodded as she said this, a perfectly sensible sentence, said in a steady, rational voice. A reassuring voice, she hoped, even though something seemed wrong here. And if there was something she knew now, when something seemed wrong, it most certainly could be wrong in ways that defied human imagination. Then, Kate started, a hesitation, maybe thinking she shouldn't ask any questions. Not now, not yet. Where's the guard? Why is there no one here? Kate's voice had lost some of the sleepy hollowness, raising just a notch in volume, tone, concern. After what they'd been through, Kate had every reason to be worried at every moment, at everything. After all. It wasn't too long ago that both kids had been screaming, that there was so much gunfire and blood, when even Kate had to shoot a gun. Her sweet girl, her firstborn, forced to shoot, to actually kill one of them and then watch it fall dead at her feet. She can never be the same, Christie thought. Maybe he's asleep. Maybe. I don't know, Kate. Maybe I should blow the horn. No, Kate said. Then, don't make noise. It's still dark. Christie nodded, suddenly aware of the stupidity of her idea and of the newfound wisdom of her daughter. A wisdom born of terror and loss. She looked in the rearview mirror. She couldn't see Kate in it, but she did see the shadow of Simon's face. No pools of reflected light coming from his eyes still, thankfully shut tight. Then, with the car horn removed from the options, Kate said, What are we going to do? We. That's it now, isn't it? We. Because we're in this together. Maybe just wait a bit. But again, as the words escaped, Christie immediately knew that that was a bad idea, to sit here, like bait, waiting until something noticed and came to investigate. No, sooner or later, she'd have to do something. Please, she begged something, somewhere. For what seemed like eternal moments, she sat there, hands feebly locked on the steering wheel, both she and Kate silent with only the sound of the car's motor, this car that wasn't theirs, the hum unfamiliar. A car that belonged to a family now dead, slaughtered. Another thought to be pushed away. And then, from within the white light of the booth of the gate, a head popped up, slowly, eyes easily as wide as Christie's, the head rising like a human periscope, as if it might have to duck a bullet or a rock, until the man inside was fully standing, the gatekeeper.